Hello, dear students. Welcome. Today, in this lecture, I am going to discuss sonnet. It's a form of poetry. Okay. So, what is sonnet? So, sonnet is basically a form of poetry. Okay, and this form of poetry originated in Italy, in 14th century Italy, we can say. Okay, so what are the particular features and characteristics of sonnet? Okay, and the types of sonnet we'll discuss. So what is sonnet? Sonnet is a form of poetry which is written in 14 lines. Okay, with a specific rhyming pattern and a particular stanzaic division. Okay, and it begin to be written on the subject of love. Okay, so these are basically love poems. Okay, and which is very particular about its structure, about its division. Okay, so we have two basic types, or two broad types of sonnets. Okay, so one is Italian sonnet, that is also known as Petrarchan sonnet, after the name of the famous 14th century Italian poet Francis Petrarch. Okay, and the other is the English sonnet, or the Shakespearean sonnet, that is named after the 16th century English poet and dramatist William Shakespeare. So, what is the basic structure of the sonnet, and what is the difference between these two types? So, sonnet is a poem that is written in 14 lines. Okay, so let's discuss. First, we see the Italian sonnet. So, in Italian sonnets, the 14 lines are divided into two different stanzas. The first 8 lines comprising the first 8 lines in the first 8 lines makes a stanza, that is octave, and the last 6 lines make another stanza, that is sestet. So 8 plus 6, okay, octave and sestet, with a specific rhyming pattern. So what is the rhyming pattern of the octave and sestet in Italian sonnet or the Petrarchan sonnet? So it follows a particular rhyming pattern. So what is the rhyming pattern? A B B A B B A. So this is the rhyming pattern of the octave. Okay, and in sestet we have varieties. Okay, some variations. These are C D E, C D E, or C D C D D C, or C D C D C D. So we have variations in the sestet. So when Italian sonnet means 14 lines, and 14 lines divided into two stanzas. One is octave and the other is sestet, with the rhyming pattern A B B A B B A, that is octave, and C D E C D E, or C D C D C D, or C D C D D C. So this is Italian sonnet or Petrarchan sonnet. So English sonnet, we have a different version in English sonnet, or the Shakespearean sonnet. So what is English sonnet or Shakespearean sonnet? So in English sonnet, we have a different stanzaic division of these 14 lines. So we have 3 quatrains of 4 lines stanza. Okay, 3 quatrains of 4 lines each, and a concluding couplet at the end. So 3 quatrains, which also follow a particular rhyming pattern, a specific rhyming pattern. So these are first quatrain A B A B, second quatrain C D C D, third quatrain E F E F, and the concluding couplet G G. So in the 3 quatrains we see there is alternating rhyming pattern. Okay, so this is English sonnet or Shakespearean sonnet. Okay, one more thing to be kept in mind is that both these models, the Shakespearean model or the Petrarchan model in English poetry, basically. So these are always, these should be, or these must be in iambic pentameter. So these 14 lines, 14 iambic pentameter lines, okay, arranged in a particular stanzic pattern and following a particular specific rhyming pattern is a sonnet. Okay, and we have various sonneteers, or the poets who wrote sonnets or sonnet sequences in English poetry, basically. So we have writers like Sir Philip Sidney, Edmund Spenser, okay, William Shakespeare, and we have writers like Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and writers like John Keats and Wordsworth, and even later modern in modern literature. So there means sonnets begin in 14th or 15th century in Italy, okay, and that came to British literature, English literature, and it evolved with the passage of time. Okay, so poets in different ages moved to this form of poetry, and they wrote sonnets. Though in the beginning, what was the prominent theme or the subject of sonnet? So it was love. Okay, so sonnets were basically love poems, but later the theme okay, got developed. So various writers took this form of poetry to express other themes also. Like we see in the Shakespearean sonnets, we have varieties of themes like themes like arts, theme like beauty, death, life, okay, love also. So Shakespeare took it to other philosophical themes, and we have also the 17th century metaphysical poet John Donne, who took this sonnet from to the religious and spiritual themes also. So sonnets moved from the theme of love to the other we can say social and religious themes later in you can say with the writers who came later. So this is all. I think it's quite clear what is sonnet and its specifications, its characteristics and features. Okay, the writers also. So thanks, friends. All the best.